All right, guys. So unfortunately, we have to react to a video of something that we're seeing that is happening in this country all too often, in my opinion. As a black American, I'm extremely disappointed to see videos like this, and this is why I'm compelled to make video responses to this, because you have some black Americans that, for whatever reason, believe that it is totally fine and okay to be overtly racist towards white people, even going as far as to hurl racial insults towards children who happen to be white, which was caught on camera on a New York subway. And again, behavior like this is despicable, okay? And we must call this out, okay? Because again, if we're gonna move towards a society that's supposed to be standing up against racism, we must stand up against all forms of racism, including racism, overt racism, against white people. If the roles were reversed in a situation like this, where you saw some white man throwing racial insults at a black child, this would be all over the news, okay? We'd be having a conversation in this country about why are white people so racist? Why are they so hateful towards blacks? But again, when you see videos like this of this black man hurling racial insults at white people, saying all types of derogatory and mean and hateful things, it just flies on the radar, it flies on the road because nobody cares, okay? Because there's this idea that white people can't experience racism. These same toxic ideas that white people can't experience racism is the reason why this happens in the first place, because people think that it's okay to openly spew this type of hate towards a certain group of people because of their skin color. Again, this is CRT on steroids. This is the result of the rhetoric of the Joy Reids, the Tiffany Crosses, the Don Lemons, the race hustlers of the world. So without further ado, I want to go ahead and get into this, but because this video probably won't be monetized, I have to have a word from the sponsor of this video, Noble Gold. The second and third largest bank runs in history happened this week. This means that the government is going to take steps to guarantee all deposits. This means more money printed from the government. Thousands have approached Noble Gold Investments to secure their wealth with gold. Gold is the most stable asset outside of government control. Hurry and go to noblegoldinvestments.com to secure your wealth and get a free 5-ounce America the Beautiful coin if you qualify. noblegoldinvestments.com, noblegoldinvestments.com. But remember, there's always a risk of investment and there's no guarantee of any kind. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Take them back to Europe with y'all.
Yeah, me too.
Gay ass weird Caribbean African annoying. Fucking gay ass gorilla looking. Shut up, your ugly body. Nasty ass mutating, permutating, corrugating, medialating skin. Shut up, your body don't even last long enough. I'ma look younger than him by the time he's my age. I don't care about them ugly ass kids in your race. Shut up.
Yeah, so again, he's hurling all types of, again, hateful, slurs and stereotypes and stuff like that against a child. Again, individuals like this that will say stuff like this to children based off their race are really the lowest of the lowest in our society. Okay, it really says something about him as a human being that he would actually say something like this towards children, or really anybody. Okay, even if it wasn't a child. I mean, if you can say stuff like this towards people and about people, it probably means that you have a lot of problems yourself as an individual. Okay, again, this is just shameful, man.
89,
Plastic ass body.
86.
Little debilitated, enervated, emasculated, feeble, incapacitated, indisposed, emaciating, attenuating, tenuous body. I don't care about you. Shut up, you white monkey.
Shut up, you white monkey. Again, now imagine if the roles were reversed. Okay, white man says, "Shut up, you black monkey." People will be losing their minds. Again, why are people not losing their minds on this subway? That's the question I have. Because we know how it would go if this was the other way around. People would be standing up and be like, this isn't right. Right? This is racism. You can't say this type of stuff towards people. But again, when it's a black man saying it towards, white people, white family or whatever, it's totally fine. People look the other way. They turn their head. Again, just shameful all around. It really is, man. I mean, again, I've lived in the South all my life. Okay. And, I've never heard this level of racial insults thrown at somebody, okay, because of their skin color. And the South is allegedly supposed to be racist, supposed to be a racist place, okay? This is crazy.
You a dog in this country. You're a dog.
Stop.
You're nothing over here. You are a dog. Shut up. I'm Black American. I'm over you.
I'm Black American, I'm over you. Again, what do you think he gets this from? Again, this is CRT on steroids, right? This is how people brainwash when they watch CNN, MSNBC, ESPN, right? All these woke cable media outlets, right? They go to college. This type of stuff they learn. They're entitled. They're entitled to say this type of stuff in the field this way. Well, I'm Black. I get special rights and privileges because, you know, I was discriminated against. Your ancestors enslaved my ancestors, right? We're systemically discriminated against, okay? And we're owed something. Again, this is, how people talk when they feel like they're owed something, right? When they feel like they're entitled to this, okay? Every white person is bad according to these people. Therefore, I can just talk to them any type of way. I can treat them any type of way. I can treat them and talk to them like they're less than human beings. It's just despicable. And again, in a society that's serious about fighting racism, this type of stuff will be condemned as much as they condemn it when they see a white person do it. But this is why I know that these people are not serious about the whole racism conversation. And this is why the whole race thing will never go away. It's because it's not seriously being addressed when it's being done by groups of people that are non-white. Racism, overt racism done by groups of people that are non-white is acceptable in the United States. In fact, it's encouraged, right? It's called being anti-racist, right? That's encouraged. But white folks cannot be racist. And then people wonder why the race problem never gets solved, why we keep having this conversation about racism. Why is it such a circular conversation? Well, it's a circular conversation because it's not really seriously being addressed. Because if it was something that was seriously being addressed, it'd be addressed when everybody or anybody engages in it. But that's not what's happening in 2023. In 2023, being racist towards a certain group of people is acceptable and encouraged, right? And that group of people that is subject to this racism, they're not allowed to be racist or to even object to the racism that they're experiencing, right? If you object to the racism that you're experiencing as a white person, then you're seen as a racist, right? Again, it's absolutely incredible stuff, man. And again, this is why I speak out against this, because I don't think that this is going to take this country to a better place in regards to race relations. I think it's just going to get worse because, again, you have stuff like this happening that for whatever reason people think is okay. Again, in a society where, people think cancel culture is okay, guys like this would be canceled, right? They should be canceled. Okay, if you're going to cancel people for racism, you need to be canceling people like this, right? But again, this guy won't be canceled, right? People, his life is not going to be ruined because he said something like this. In fact, again, he'd probably be elevated. So let's see what he has to say about Asian folks, because he's racist towards them too.
What you doing? What? The traffic cop. What? I'm Black American. I'm getting arrested at 10, monkey. Shut up. You don't care about police. I'm a Black American. You monkey. Get out my country.
Get out my country. I'm a Black American. I was arrested at 10. I was arrested. So again, this is entitlement because he's a victim, right? He was a victim because he's Black. So I'm entitled. I was arrested at 10. We don't care about no police. Where does he get this from? From the mainstream liberal media. He's been brainwashed. Like a lot of Black Americans in this country, they've been brainwashed to believe that everybody else is the enemy, that they're the ultimate victims. They're perpetual victims. And because of that victimhood, they're entitled to basically say and do whatever they want, right? And say it to whoever they want. Except I got to say this. I do got to say this. I just thought about this. Unless it's a certain religion, right? We see when Kanye, Whoopi, other people, when they say things about a certain religion, you can't get away with that. You can't go that far, right? If you're Black. But basically everything else is fair game. Okay? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like, again, this is despicable. This is despicable. Again, if the race crusaders were serious about fighting against racism, okay, and trying to better race relations in this country, this type of stuff will be condemned, because I'm seeing more of this than the white on black racism that they claim is such a big problem in this country. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a black conservative perspective. Peace.